Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Around the Kinky Campfire. This is your host, the one, the only, H.H. Julius Marquise, or just Julius if you're feeling less fancy. I have another episode here for you. And once again, we had to start with our ASMR 0.5 seconds. 0.25 seconds now. It's getting shorter and shorter. And I'm still continuing to drink from the last episode. The Sparkling Ice Caffeine, Zero Sugar, Blue Raspberry. Not a sponsor, but it is delicious, and I can drink it on camera. Because it is an energy drink, and that's it, because it's a school night. Okay, here we go. The ASMR 5 seconds in 3, 2, 1. I think we actually made it to 5 seconds that time. Oh my gosh. So cold. Ooh, teeth hurt. Okay. So, before I start rambling about something random, we are going to get into the episode here today, and hopefully my phone will stay and act up correctly. Act up correctly? Not act up and work correctly. And today's episode, it is about being single. Did y'all know there's, in general, 4 different types of single people? I found this article and I thought it was fascinating and interesting, so I thought I'd talk to you about it here, because we are a podcast focused on improving our alternative relationships. And as I scroll all over the place, I didn't even realize there was 4 different types of singles. Now, you may find yourself falling into one of these categories, but don't you worry, it is just a label, and of course, nothing is really actually backed 100% behind science. Usually, it's just for fun or in general. You can't call it backed by science unless you can actually test it out and be able to fulfill the scientific method. That is why it's called a scientific method, because it is backed by science. So says the Julius. Okay, once again, hopefully we'll put the links from these articles that I got this from in the description, but we will see what's going on here. 4 types of singles. New research categorizes singles into 4 main archetypes, providing insights that could help you reconsider how you present yourself online and or in person. Study titled Cat Ladies and Mama's Boys. Researchers from Simon Fraser University delved into gender stereotypes, which we know stereotypes are good for comedy, but they are not necessarily 100% accurate. Comedic purposes, entertainment purposes, however you want to put that. Do not just fall into stereotypes all willy-nilly. Do your goddamn research, or just, get to know somebody before you just categorize them in something. Okay, results uncovered the best and worst traits among the 4 categories of singles. Now, these were self-identified, I'll tell you that right now, so of course, once again, cannot be used in a 100% serious way. Not good, okay? Let's go into the 4 different types of single people and the best and worst traits of each of them. Number 1, the professional. Characterized by ambition, hard work, and a focus on achievement. I will say for me, that is what I am probably most closely categorized as, because I like to focus on achievement, because I am neurospicy, ladies and gentlemen. If I did not make these notes and put a schedule on the calendar to make these episodes, they would not get made. I would bet money on that, and I'm betting against myself, which is a goddamn shame, but I'm going to anyway. And I'll just tell you right now that if I didn't have a goal and some notes here, in general, not just for this podcast, I would be in a whole shitload of trouble, because I would not get anything done. Not good. Okay. Single women that are professionals, often seen as successful, capable, and career-oriented, and ain't got no goddamn kids. No, I'm just joking. They may or may not. But, so professional women, goal-oriented, or career-oriented, which I would say is probably not that much different from the men version, which are perceived as reliable, career-driven, there you go again, and possessing well-ordered priorities. And I will say Julius needs a well-ordered priority life, otherwise I wouldn't get shit done. Okay? Best traits. Ambition is highly attractive quality. Yes, it is. It's probably on a lot of people's lists. You want to have an ambitious partner, preferably is the ideal situation, and I know I would agree with that as well. Strong work ethic is a sign of strong character. Okay, I will say probably just high self-confidence as well. You'll likely admire their dedication and drive. Hopefully they are not forgetting to spend time with you, I don't know, as a partner, that type of thing. Just putting it out there as somebody that has fell into that too career-driven trap myself, and then also finding people that are career-driven. Hopefully you don't get into that whole entire thing, and they leave some time for you. Okay, so this is good as well. Not too much more to say about that. I just am that. I can't really add too much on there. Okay, potential downsides. Career may take precedence over other aspects of life, like having kids. Or even just having partners, and probably spending time with friends and family, too. It's probably, more CEO, presidents of companies, that type of thing. Could mean less spontaneity and more scheduled time together, which I would prefer scheduled time, because once again, I'm neurospicy. So I'll forget days have even gone by, and it's like, oh, I probably should have done that like 5 days ago, but I didn't put it on my calendar, so I forgot. So spontaneity is not the greatest thing for me. I will say it kind of dysregulates me, doing a lot of spontaneous stuff. Do so much better with just a schedule in general. If you value flexibility and frequent adventures, you might find this archetype challenging. Yes, I will say, as the challenging one, I have challenged and frustrated many a partner, because it's like I can't do last minute stuff, and people still try to get me to do last minute stuff. It's like I am not a last minute person. I like my schedule. Keeps me regulated. Keeps me sane. Okay. Just saying that for myself. So if you're one of those people, just be on the lookout for these traits. Okay. Archetype, type, whatever it is, number 2, the carefree. My antithesis, my arch enemy right here. Embodiment of freedom and adventure. Crave new experiences and maintain a laid-back lifestyle. Women are often viewed as creative, open-minded, and free-spirited. Men are known for their flexibility and having plenty of free time, so they ain't doing shit. Bunch of hippies. Okay, that's a joke. Anyways, yeah, so the free-spirited people that are just willy-nilly about with their time and experience is like, can we make a plan whatsoever? Oh, goodness, so tough. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be about talking about this stuff, because it's like, ooh, I've known about experiences and ruminated on these things, and it's like, I wish I would have known this earlier. This is why I didn't work out with so-and-so, and nobody else can't. I mean, if you don't click, you don't click. And people that are way on that side of the free-spirited type deal, carefree shit, will not work out with the professional. I will say that as personally myself, having not even like done a deep dive on these different types, it's like I already know. I can tell it right now. The carefree, those 4 things is like, they ain't gonna work out. Okay, so best traits. To go with the flow attitude is contagious. Love for life's adventures can be invigorating. Okay. They'll keep you curious and open-minded. Sure. I would argue as a professional, I could do that too. Okay. So, yes, love for life is great. I will say most of those people are usually more positive in general. I would label myself as a nihilist and more of a realist, so it can be kind of gloomy and doomy a little bit, depending on how you take that information. But we're all going to end up as dirt, okay? Heaven and hell are fantasy, and it's totally fine if you believe that. But it's like, okay, that could be a little bit more gloomy and doomy, and then like, everybody's going to be a butterfly when they die. It's like, okay, cool. You can believe that. I'm totally fine with that. Not necessarily a thing, but sure. Potential downsides. Now that's what we like to hear. Potential downsides. These hippie people may struggle with commitment or long-term planning. You won't have any money for retirement. Can also lead to instability, which might be challenging if you prefer structure. As a professional, I prefer my structure. Thank you very much. So yeah, I can see that being a structure if you can't nail somebody down to make plans with. It's like, oh, good Lord. What are we doing here? Okay. Number 3, the Heartless. Independence and emotional detachment. Yuck. Gross. That's not good. Should not be that way. So horrendous if you end up getting somebody that is detached. That's no. Women are stereotyped as untrusting and sometimes even labeled harshly and unfairly. The big old B word there is probably what I'm thinking of, the way they put this so-called thing. Men are often seen as emotionally detached and untrustworthy. Of course, if you can't be vulnerable, if you got your whole entire business under lock and key and you can't open up to somebody, especially a potential partner, they ain't gonna trust you. You gotta be vulnerable, open, that kind of thing. So the heartless people, just no emotion in their whole entire business. That's no good. No good whatsoever. Okay, best traits. Oh, looking for no strings attached relationship. You always know where you stand. I guess you're just a piece of fuck meat. Free from the typical dating mind games. So it's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I guess if you're looking for a hookup partner or friends with benefits, that's what you're looking for. The heartless. Oh, this just doesn't sit right with me. I can't understand this whole mentality in general. I do not sit with this archetype at all whatsoever. So Carefree is like blah, and these people are like, damn, this fucked up. Can't do it. Potential downsides, as if I haven't named any enough already. Tendency towards selfishness and emotional distance can make it hard to build a lasting connection. Shocking. I had no idea. Being heartless and untrustworthy would be a potential downside that makes it hard to find a lasting connection. May feel transactional. Yeah. Dispenser. Leading to hurt feelings over time. You don't say. I just feel sorry for you if you're one of those feelings type and you find a heartless person, because they're just not going to reciprocate your feelings at all whatsoever. So, sucks. Hopefully you all get there, learn our lesson, and get out of there. Okay, and lastly, we have the loner. Value solitude and often struggle to form connections. Oh, are you great? Okay, women might be perceived as bitter or socially uncomfortable. Men are sometimes labeled as slobby and immature homebodies. Okay, I will say with the loners, probably more of a geek nerd stereotype that would classify as this. I will say that's probably something that I'm assuming, just from my personal experience, this is what I see, is that a lot of geek people, especially the slobbiness part of there, so you're too busy playing video games or board games or whatever, you don't wash your ass. Gonna be hard to find a partner that way unless they're a slob as well. So I'll just put that out there. That's what's going on there. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, this ain't for you. If you know what I'm talking about, this is the reason why you can't find a partner, because you're doing too much in your loner status here. So ridiculous. Best traits. Wow. Okay. Introvert who values your space. Okay. So if you only want to hang out at a certain time and then do your own thing, get with a loner. Also appreciate quiet, reflective time. Okay. So if you need to regulate or self-regulate on a regular basis, this could be for you. Especially if you're the type that's like, you handle your business, I'll handle my business, and then when we're all good, we'll come together. It's like, okay, sure. It's a little bit loner and professional at that point. Okay, potential downsides. Can impact your self-esteem. So if you're with a partner that's like this, and you're getting nothing back, which is not so bad as the heartless. Okay, those are like the worst kind of human being. At least with the loner, it's like, okay, they're working on themselves, and that's why you're not getting anything back. It's not, they just don't care about you. They're just so selfish and focused. Their social withdrawal can make it difficult to build a strong and supporting relationship. Yeah, especially if you're one of those people, extrovert, that needs to go out and gets social energy from people. That would be a downside with the loner, because as a introvert and going into my loner phase, every now and then, that is something that happens, and it's like trying to break out, but you just can't. And it's like, I don't want to be seen as an asshole, but it's just, sometimes that's how it happens. I just got to regulate, and I got to be by myself. It's not even like diabolical or anything. It's just something that happens. Okay, folks. You might think that's all I got to say, but there's more. I have 6 more from a totally different article, which I hopefully put the link to in the description. Okay, so I've got 6 more types of single people with different experiences. There's a person with the last name Walsh and their colleagues sorted out 562 single adults based on their self-report. So another self-reporting analysis. Nationally representative sample, so I'm assuming that means all different types of races, cultures, and all these kind of things. Presumably in America or England, one of the two. Approximately equal numbers of self-identified single men and single women. 562 ain't shit. I'll just say that right now. That's especially if you're talking about countries with over 1 million people, it's like only 562. So once again, got 6 more types, but not academically or scientifically backed here, especially since this is self-reporting. So I don't know about y'all, but I have a fluctuating week. Shit, I got a fluctuating day. Sometimes I'm happy in the morning and sad at night. Sometimes it's vice versa. It could be like up and down during the day. So self-reporting could just catch people at a certain time. And also, I don't know about y'all, but I hate filling paperwork out. So I'd already be more pissed just by filling out this fucking survey. I'll say that right now. So take this all with a grain of salt. Okay, number 1, the happy-go-lucky type. 19% of people enjoyed good health, low stress, and high self-esteem. So what does that mean for everybody else? Feeling very satisfied with their friendships and family life, they reported the highest life satisfaction. That is very, very vague. Okay. Happy-go-lucky people. They're just happy with their lives in general. Yeah, alrighty. Okay, number 2. Where's my social life type? About 24% of people indicated strong personal qualities, reporting high self-esteem, low stress, and good health. Reported good family relationships, suffer in their friendships, reporting a lack of closeness and low satisfaction. Where's my social life? Okay, so is that from them or because they were trying to get close to people and nobody wanted to get close to them? That's very interesting, and it didn't really say much more than that. Contribute to them indicating only moderate life satisfaction because they can't form closeness with people and have low satisfaction in their friends. Where's my social life? Fascinating. Maybe they're just in the wrong friend group and can't find the people that want to expose themselves or be vulnerable with them. I've known people like that trying to get information out of me or somebody else, asking very specific questions or intrusive questions, quote unquote. So that's interesting. Okay. The quiet sufferer type, about 27%. Report strong friendships and strong family relationships. Oh, that's pretty good. They're struggling with low self-esteem, high stress, and low and below average health. Only moderate life satisfaction. Okay. So the people that don't let you know specifically what's going on with their stuff, they just like to suffer in silence. Kind of sad, really. That's too bad. Yeah, okay. But they have better relationships because they're the people that will sacrifice their well-being for other people. So I see where that's going there. Okay. That's kind of rough as well. Okay, next we have the it's not me, it's you type, fewer than 3%. It's not me, it's you. Damn. Marked by high self-esteem, minimal stress, and good health. So, it's the narcissist. For reports of strong dissatisfaction with the relationships, reported moderate life satisfaction. So, yeah, I can see why they're dissatisfied, because they're focused on themselves and think everybody else is the issue. Like I said, narcissist. It's great. Oh, man, that's so, so bad. Okay. And next we have maybe I'm the problem type. Oh, good. 16%. Oh, 3% are not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. Okay. All right. So maybe I'm the problem. Reported poor friendships, poor family relationships, and poor self-esteem. So they were self-deprecating, and nobody else wanted to deal with that shit, is what they're saying. Okay. Markedly high stress and below average health because they're always worried about anxiousness and stuff like that. Poor interpersonal relationship experience match their own poor self-evaluations. So I think I'm shit, so nobody deserves to get to know me because I suck. Very unfortunate. Poor interpersonal relationship experience match their own poor self. Okay, I read that. All right. Comparatively low life satisfaction. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. So bad. Okay. And lastly, we have the mixed bag type. 8.7% reported decent friendship experiences, but indicated unsatisfying family relationships and low self-esteem, poor health, and high stress. So all of the shit put together. Personal struggles and difficulties in their own social relationships and low life satisfaction, of course. Okay, so. Oh, man, you just everything all at once. Okay, alrighty, sure. Right, yep, exactly. Okay. So those were the 4 plus 6 bonus ones that weren't very specific, but hopefully gives you a good idea of what kind of single you are. And you can look at your downfalls and the positives and hopefully work that out for yourself to find you a potential partner. Once again, this is Around the Kiki Campfire, the alternative relationship podcast. So if you have any questions or anything or comments, hit me up on the Instagrams, social medias in general, the YouTubes, and the email. You'll hear the intro and the outro, all about that kind of stuff. And let me know what kind of single person you are. How does that work for you? How does your dating experience get dictated by the kind of single you are? If you're one of those professionals and likes the schedule, it's always good to find a partner that is good with the schedule, and especially with the meeting. Maybe you don't need to like schedule it all the way down to like what you do exactly, and an itinerary of your time together, date, whatever it is. But it's good to always put like time on the actual calendar itself when you know you're about to meet again. I will say, especially for myself, it just helps me mentally. Just set a baseline like that. Okay. So that's it. New episodes of the podcast, the audio on Thursdays around noon Eastern, and the video portion on Fridays around noon Eastern. I hope you catch this again. Thank you for downloading, the people that are on a regular basis. We're fluctuating now, I guess because it's summertime. Definitely the lower time of the year for people listening and ingesting content because they're out doing shit. Good for y'all. When you come back and listen to this and you binge it, you can even message me then and let me know what you think. I'll still know. Just like reference the video. Like, I'm that kind of single. I'm like, I did talk about that. But that's all for now. This is your host, Julius Marquise, HH Julius, or just Julius if you're feeling less fancy. And I'll catch you next time. Hello.